Good morning and welcome to Dubai Daily, your essential morning briefing on Dubai's dynamic real estate market. This podcast is brought to you by Parag Kundalwal, the founder and CEO of Consultaa, a leading Dubai-based real estate consulting and global capital advisory firm. This is episode 47, and I'm your host, Daniel. Today, we're taking a look into the future, specifically previewing the much-anticipated developer launch calendar for 2026 and the major infrastructure milestones set to reshape the city. For investors, planning ahead is everything, and 2026 is shaping up to be a landmark year. Let's dive straight into the developer launches expected in the first quarter of 2026. As always, the major players are setting an ambitious pace. Emaar is continuing the expansion of its flagship project, the Oasis, with new villa phases. We're seeing attractive payment plans being floated, including 10-70-20 and the increasingly popular 80-20 structures. Over at Dubai Creek Harbour, Emaar is also set to launch additional waterfront towers, promising competitive pricing to capture market interest. For these, the expected payment structures will likely be a 10-20% down payment, 70% during construction, and the final 10-20% on handover. Meanwhile, Damac is not slowing down. The remaining phases of the highly successful Damac Lagoons are targeting a Q1 launch. They are also continuing to build out their Riverside developments, which focus on family-oriented villas and townhouses. Their standard payment plan remains consistent and investor-friendly. 20% for booking, 60% spread across the construction period, and a final 20% on completion. And from Nakheel, the focus is on delivery. Projects on Dubai Islands are accelerating with multiple handovers scheduled. Mark your calendars. Azura residences are slated for June 2026, the Natuzzi Harmony villas for September 2026, and the seaside residences in the fourth quarter of 2026. And for those watching the iconic Palm Jebel Ali, the second phase of handovers is expected to begin in the fourth quarter of 2027. Now let's talk about a segment that continues to define luxury in Dubai: branded residences. 2026 will see the completion of several high-profile projects. First, the Mercedes-Benz Places by Bugatti is scheduled for a December 2026 handover. This 65-story tower in downtown Dubai will feature 2 to 5 bedroom units, an incredible aerodynamic design, and deep integration of intelligent home systems. Also on the list is the Armani Beach Residences on Palm Jumeirah, with a late 2026 completion date. Designed by the legendary architect Tadao Ando, this project offers a range of 2 to 4 bedroom apartments, 5 bedroom penthouses, and presidential suites, epitomizing beachfront elegance. And we can't forget the Bugatti Residences, another Bugatti collaboration set for completion in June 2026. This 48-story marvel in Business Bay will host 1 to 4 bedroom units and penthouses, all wrapped in a design inspired by the timeless allure of the French Riviera. Of course, these incredible properties are only as valuable as the city's infrastructure that supports them. And in 2026, Dubai is making monumental strides. The Metro Blue Line is a game changer. By the end of 2026, it's expected to be 30% complete, on track for its September 2029 opening. This 30-kilometer route, with 14 stations, will serve 1 million residents by 2040, providing a direct 20-minute journey to Dubai International Airport from key areas like Ras Al Khor, Mirdif, Creek Harbour, Silicon Oasis, and academic city. Its estimated economic impact is a staggering 56.5 billion dirhams by 2040. Then there's the colossal expansion of Al Maktoum International Airport. While the first phase completion is set for 2030-2032, significant construction will be underway in 2026 on passenger terminals designed by Koop Himmelblau and Dar Al Handasa. The vision is immense, an ultimate capacity of 260 million passengers annually, with a full operational transfer from DXB by 2034. This cements Dubai South as a critical logistics and residential hub for the future. And for a touch of that famous Dubai futurism, flying taxis are scheduled to launch in the first half of 2026. Vertiports at Dubai International Airport, Dubai Marina, Palm Jumeirah, and downtown Dubai will be the first to operate this new mode of transport. Let's zoom in on Palm Jebel Ali for a moment. Infrastructure on the island is set for completion by the end of 2026. The delivery of villas on the first 6 fronds will commence in late 2026, with initial handovers starting in 2027. Full island activation is anticipated by 2030, with new phases of villas and mansions completing towards the end of 2028. The scale here is simply breathtaking. So, with this flood of new projects, how should an investor strategize? First, look back at 2025. Monitor the on-time delivery rates of developers. Quality benchmarks and snagging data from 2025 handovers will be critical indicators for what to expect from 2026 launches. Also, keep an eye on payment plan innovations as those 80-20 structures become more common. Remember, pre-launch versus launch day strategies can affect pricing by as much as 10 to 15%. For your investment strategy in 2026, consider these points. Early bird pricing on new launches can offer a significant advantage, often 10 to 20% below eventual market value. Off-plan payment plans are excellent for leveraging capital. A 10 to 20% down payment controls the full asset value. Focus on infrastructure-linked projects, especially those along the Blue Line corridor in the Dubai South Airport zone, and of course, the beachfront properties of Palm Jebel Ali. And finally, branded residences command a premium of 15 to 25% over standard developments for a reason. They offer proven resale liquidity and high demand. However, we must also address the risks. Developer reputation is paramount. Track their completion history diligently. Scrutinize payment plan structures. Favor those with 70 to 80% linked to construction milestones over heavy post-handover plans. And be mindful of market timing. With an estimated 64,000 units entering the market in 2026, a selective entry strategy is crucial. Always prioritize location fundamentals, like infrastructure proximity and rental yield potential, over developer hype. In conclusion, 2026 is poised to be a year of record developer activity, presenting strategic opportunities for informed investors. The key to success will be focusing on proven developers, infrastructure-driven locations, and competitive construction-linked payment structures. For expert guidance on navigating the 2026 market, you can contact Parag Kundalwal directly at Consultaa. The best way to reach him is by searching for Parag Kundalwal on LinkedIn, visiting the website at consultaadxb.com, or sending an email to parag@consultaadxb.com. You can also call his office at +971 5859 64 631. Dubai Daily is here for you every Monday to Friday with the insights you need. Thank you for tuning in.